So is there going to be anything important in this set of episodes? Hey everyone, welcome to Princess Gay. I'm your host Connie, and today we are here with my blind reaction to Adventure Time, Season 8, Episodes 6 through 8. So yeah, you may be wondering, okay, you're doing 3 episodes again. You did 3 the first time, then 2, and now 3 again. Is there any, reason for this? Do you have any, kind of method to your madness? And the answer is no. I just chose to do 3 this week. I just think it worked out. We had the Zatoichi movie to do today as well, so I just felt like trying to do any more than 3 would be a little tough today. Wouldn't be impossible, just tough. And I decided it'd probably just be a good idea to just do the 3. So that's what we're doing. Like I've said before, we'll probably do more than 3 in the future. We'll probably go up above that, but this week it just didn't work out. And last week we had to record for Thursday and everything on Wednesday as well. So it's just the timing hasn't quite worked out yet to go above 3. But we will. We will probably do that, I'm sure. That being said, so like I said, we have 3 episodes today, and I don't, as always, know anything about them. So, not really much to talk about. But each of these sets have gotten some important episode to some degree, or at least something really interesting. Because the first set we did had, the first episode of the season with the crown and all. Broke his crown was an important episode because it touched on lore that had been set up prior and kind of gave us a hint at things that might be to come with Betty. And then last set we had the episode with Lady Rainicorn and all and TV. And so that was just really interesting. It was very lore heavy. It gave us a lot of backstory on Lady and was just really interesting. It was genuinely a fascinating episode. And so I'm wondering if we'll get any of that here. Like I said, I don't know what's to come. I don't know anything about what these 3 episodes entail. I don't know what they're called offhand. So we're going into this pretty much as blind as possible. But I'm excited. I'm definitely interested because, yeah, Adventure Time is a really good series. And while it has some weaker episodes for sure, the highs are definitely worth it. I mean, we're 8 seasons in. And I technically reacted to all of this. You won't find most of it on this channel because most of it was on the previous channel before that account was terminated unjustly by YouTube. But, I have reacted to it since the beginning. So, yeah. It's that does say something. Even though there were some long breaks in between certain seasons and all. And, during season 6, I believe it was, I took a really long break between, recording. I kind of, temporarily dropped it for, I think, a couple years. I don't remember exactly how long it was, but, yeah. We picked it back up, and we've been going ever since. Just kind of, whenever we got to a new season. And we'll just continue to do that. But yeah, so that is the gist of things right now. And I'm very interested to see what happens next. There's a lot of great setups that we still have to continue on with. And it could get really interesting, really good, really powerful before we're done. And then at the end of the season, there's also the special, which I think is 7 episodes or so. So we got that to look forward to, too. In the meantime, though, let us just begin this and see what it has in store. But before we do, I do want to remind you all that we have a lot of great content to check out on the channel. Between Monday and Friday, we have a plethora of awesome series reactions, and on Monday specifically, we have also YouTube reactions, or YouTube adjacent. Shorts, specials, miniseries that just don't have a lot of episodes, or, surprise, surprise, YouTube videos. Pretty much anything that doesn't quite fit into a normal series or movie reaction goes in this slot. We also have movie reactions every Saturday and Sunday, normally. I say normally because this week you may have noticed we're doing Se8 movies every day, Monday through Friday. There's not going to be any movie reactions on the weekend this week, but yeah, we're doing 5 movies this week to kind of make up for it. And just getting through a bunch of these Se8 movies to varying degrees of enjoyment. But yeah, this was a fun idea, but next week and everything, we go back to our normal schedule. So again, Saturday and Sundays is our normal schedule for movie uploads, and I pre-record them during the week, upload them on the weekend, so that every day has some sort of reaction content going on for it. We're also currently going through a couple Let's Plays on the channel. We're playing through Horizon Forbidden West every other day. So you'll have seen one yesterday on Tuesday. You'll see one tomorrow on Thursday. And then one on Saturday and Monday and so on and so forth, like that. Every other day will be an upload for Horizon Forbidden West. And we are also playing through Poppy Playtime on Saturdays. We are only playing through Chapter 1, though, because that's all that's available on PS5 currently. Luckily, I'm shit enough at puzzles in these kind of games to where it's long enough that I could split it into a few separate parts to upload multiple weeks. Also to note, Poppy Playtime is a donation reward Let's Play for Venom. And if you want to know how to donate for a future PS5 Let's Play, it's actually pretty simple. Go to the channel, go to the channel page, the channel search, sorry. Go to the channel search, and all in one search, type in June Double Reward Month PS5. It should take you to the correct video that'll let you know everything you need to in regards to how to donate for a future PS5 Let's Play. Or if you really want to, you could just ask in the comments, you could leave me a message on the Discord or other social media, whatever is the easiest for you, whatever you want to go with, feel free to ask. I'm all for that. But all of that being said, let's just get this reaction going and seeing what these Adventure Time episodes have in store for us. So, when the screen fades to black, pause this redirect and go to the description below. Follow the link to the reaction, because yes, we do redirect all reactions on this channel. I understand. You don't want to have to click all these links, do all this extra work just to get to the reaction. You'd rather it be right here, nestled in this video right on YouTube. But you know that YouTube's copyright system is pretty shitty, and unfortunately because of that, it's not exactly the best option to place things here on YouTube, especially with copyrighted content. It can lead to channel strikes or even a full-blown channel termination, and I've dealt with both of those in the past. I don't want to deal with them again. They are an absolute hassle in the worst way. So to keep things on the channel safe, I just push the reactions off to another website. But it's just one link. That's all you have to do. Just go to the description below, click one link, and it's right there. That's all the work you have to do to get to the reaction. And it's completely free. And the biggest plus side is that it's completely unedited. That's right, all of you, every single one of you gets the full unedited reaction completely free. It's not cut down, it's the full reaction to the full episodes. Or movies or whatever else the reactions happen to be about. And this goes for everything. It does go for all series. It goes for all movies. Everything we react to, you get to see the full unedited reaction completely free. No paywall. You don't have to join any Patreon. And you don't even have to sync up your own copy. That's different and pretty awesome, because a lot of YouTube reactors do force you to do that. And I understand why. There's completely valid reasons. I'm not hating on any other YouTubers. Their reasons are completely valid. A lot of times it can come down to monetization reasons. It can come down to copyright reasons. Makes it easier for them so they don't have to deal with a lot of extra shit, especially those who are putting out one or more reactions every single day. It's completely reasonable, but I do pride myself on being a channel that can give you these full unedited reactions for every reaction that we put out without you having, again, to even sync up your own copy. I do pride myself on that, and I hope you enjoy it. And after you watch the reaction, you can come back here to the redirect and resume play. Because after Fades of Black then fades back in, everything from that point forward will be my afterthoughts and will not only contain spoilers to the episodes, but just my general thoughts on things, on the season so far, stuff like that. Maybe even something related to the channel. You never know. It can always happen. It's always a good idea to be safe and check it out. So, that all being said, though, thank you as always so much for tuning in. And for now, I will see you at the reaction. And we are back, and we'll begin with spoilers in 3, 2, 1, now. So I looked it up, and Elements is the miniseries for season 9, so next season. But this is setting up for that now, and that is huge. Like, I mentioned in the pre-thoughts that both of the previous sets of episodes I've recorded for this season, 1 through 3 and then 4 and 5, both of those sets were like, they had like an episode that was like really important, or at least like had some really good lore and stuff. This kind of had two, with the Normal Man episode and this one. Like, that's insane. And apparently, I guess the princesses here are like reincarnations of these elementals from the past. Like, Princess Bubblegum is a reincarnation of the candy elemental, and Slime Princess is slime, and, you know, Phoebe is the flame elemental. But it's interesting, though, because then Ice King isn't like a reincarnation of the ice elemental, because she's the ice elemental. Back, like, just before the Mushroom War happened, she froze herself, like, Avatar style. And so she was never reincarnated. But we see through the description of, through her explanation of the elementals, that Evergreen was a ice elemental, meaning that Simon's powers are the powers of the ice elemental, and that he has them because of the crown. So does that technically mean there's two ice elementals, or just that Simon is considered, like, maybe, I guess, a pseudo elemental? How exactly does that work? That's insane. I know I'm not talking about this in order right now. I'm just focusing on the elemental episode, but that's such a big episode. Like, sometimes you just come across an episode that's just like so important and so huge to this series, and that is absolutely one of them. And it's just like, I want to talk about that. And this ice elemental chick, I forgot if she said her name. I don't remember what it was, but she has like so much personality, but apparently she's also like kind of crazy, and it seems like that craziness isn't like just because she was frozen in ice for all this time. It seems like she was crazy even beforehand, and that even the other elementals weren't on board with her plan here. So, yeah, she definitely seems to have this kind of desire for immortality, it seems. Like, she didn't want to die and, like, have, you know, the ice elemental be reborn into, I guess, the next cycle. God, this really is Avatar. It's like she kind of wishes for a sort of pseudo-immortality. Even though presumably she's not immortal. She's a reincarnation of, like, basically a superpowered being, but she herself is presumably not immortal. Because it mentions that there's a different elemental reincarnation for each generation and stuff, right? So, I am very curious as to where this is going to go. I don't know if we're going to get any updates on this before the Elements special in season 9, but I would definitely want to see more. This was such a big episode. The Normal Man episode was really great too. Really big, having Normal Man returning to Mars to lead it. Almost taking one of his brothers with him, Glob, I believe. I don't know. I get all those names mixed up because they're just so similar. But Glob chooses to stay behind, remain in orbit with the others, while Magic Man, who has, or Normal Man, who has very much changed and matured, is now ready to take on new responsibilities and be better. The stuff with the mountain, though, um, with all of those different, like, ridiculous, silly traps and, enemies to face was hilarious. I kind of wish they just kept going. I almost would have loved to see an entire episode of them just naming the problems that this the problematic enemies that this mountain has. That would have been hilarious. Because it's like okay, you have regular manticores, you have these archers, you have these man-eating plants, but then you have like a single fire ant, and it's like, what? You have the silly ones too, and it's like, okay, this one quiet dude that nobody messes with. It's like that was hilarious. That was really funny. Um, it's just two pretty big episodes there. And then I have you know what's fucking weird? I have to look up what the other episode was because I genuinely don't remember right now. I and it's not any like anything about the episode being bad or anything by comparison. It was the other two episodes were so important, especially Elemental, that I don't remember. I just genuinely don't remember at this point. Bun Bun, that's right, Bun Bun. Yeah, with the Flame King being released and just kind of becoming king of the chipmunks. Um, yeah, Bun Bun. Why couldn't Princess Bubblegum have made Bun Bun with a little more like, have her be a little more put together? Like she's a child. She's like a really curious, kind of dumb, naive child, and unfortunately that caused problems. But I guess Phoebe's willing to let it go. Maybe thinking that this could help Flame King. Also, great to hear Keith David back. It's just like he's just always great to hear. But yeah, she thinks this could help him, and I'm just like thinking like, are you sure? I mean, he kind of is saying like it's maybe not worth it to try and take back the kingdom at this point. And he does love animals, like he made that pretty clear. But specifically for dogs, it has to be the medium-sized dogs. No little yappy dogs, like no chihuahuas. Has to be the medium-sized. um, yeah, it's just so fascinating to me, you know. I wonder if he is going to have like a full redemption arc and end up helping in the end. Like maybe he's going to join forces with the good guys at some point. I guess we'll see. I guess we'll see. Maybe he and Phoebe will actually like make up and maybe have some resolution to that. That would be pretty interesting. The Normal Man episode, I was thinking like when I first saw the title, I'm like, oh, this could have Betty in it. No, it didn't, which is a little sad that it didn't like continue on with anything with that part of the storyline. But I still like what they did with it. But my favorite of this set is easily Elemental, and not even just because it was obviously so extremely important. Um, but it just felt like it was very entertaining and interesting to watch the entire time. Like the coat hanger thing at the beginning, it's just like okay, just another random Adventure Time goofy plot line. But then it's like once it actually reveals her, and it's just like it just went like from 0 to 100 really damn quick, in the best way possible. Like she has so much personality to her. She's so fun to watch. Um, I actually didn't see who her voice actor was. I'm actually kind of curious about that. Let me mute this real quick before I start it back up, because I want to find out. Oh wait, no, this ended before the credits. Let me see if I can find the episode on like IMDb or something. Give me just a second. Actually, I might be able to find it here. Oh, also Lemon Grab was dating Lumpy Space Princess. What the fuck was that about? Why were they on a date? Ba-ba-ba. Oh shit. Bun Bun was voiced by Ashley Birch? Really now? That's interesting. There's Keith David. Patience St. Pim, that was her name. Laureen Lapkus. Let me see if I know who this is. Apparently she was on The Big Bang Theory. Jurassic World, okay. Let me see if I recognize any specific things here, though. I don't know the character who she supposedly played in Jurassic World. It just says Vivian. Oh, she was in Happiest Season? That was one of our holiday movies last year. She was apparently a mall security. Okay. Apparently she had a regular role in Orange is the New Black. She was in an episode of Bob's Burgers. Hell's Kitchen, apparently. Come on, anything. She was in 2 episodes of Star vs. the Force of Evil as Higgs. Was Higgs the Squire? The one Squire that was like kind of a rival to Marco? I think so. I think so. I recognize the name. Actually, I can look that up real quick. Star versus Higgs. Yeah, it totally was. Here, I'll try to show you as best I can on my phone here. Hold on. Still a little too bright. Yeah, Higgs from Star Versus. Okay, so I definitely know the VA. I've definitely heard her before. Yeah, Trial by Squire was the episode she appeared in. Yeah, I definitely know. Oh, also apparently she's in a few episodes of Big City Greens. Okay. So that's pretty interesting. But yeah, that's really interesting. Okay. Cool. Just don't really have anything else to say about that. But yeah, she was definitely a very interesting character, and I definitely want to see more of her in the future, and I fully believe we will. We only have 2 seasons after this, right? Because there's only 10 seasons total. Then there's the spin-off, Distant Lands, or sequel series, whatever you want to call it. Then there's Fiona and Cake. So, yeah, I believe that's it. But it's like, if she's going to be in the mini series of season 9, which she most likely is if it's called Elements, I wonder if she's going to appear again before that. I'm really curious about that. I very much like I am invested in that storyline now. um yeah. This was a good set. Um the Bun Bun episode, probably my least favorite of this set, just because it was just kind of there. I mean, it's also going to depend on what we see like in the future with the Flame King, the former Flame King, and all. and like what he what comes of this. But like the other two were just so huge, and yeah, they definitely rely on what comes from their storylines too. But they were still pretty just great comparatively. Um, Tell me your thoughts though in the comments below. And before we close this out, I do want to remind you all that we have a lot of great content to check out on the channel. Between Monday and Friday, we have a plethora of awesome series reactions, and on Monday specifically, we have YouTube reactions, or at least YouTube adjacent. Anything that doesn't quite fit into a normal series or movie reaction goes in that slot. And speaking of movie reactions, normally we have movie reactions every Saturday and Sunday. I pre-record them during the week and upload them on the weekend so that every day has some sort of reaction content going on for them. But you may have noticed this week we are doing something a little different. We have 5 days, 5 movies between Monday and Friday. All of them are Se8 films. We're focusing on a Se8 film week for this week with reactions, and there's going to be no movie reactions on the weekend because of it. So you're getting more reactions than normal, 3 more than the normal, but there's none during the weekend. It's just a kind of trade-off we have to go with here. Next week we'll go back to the normal where it's 2 movies on the weekend, 1 Saturday, 1 Sunday. And that's just how it normally is. So yeah. We're also currently going through a couple Let's Plays on the channel. We're playing Horizon Forbidden West, and that is being posted on the channel every other day. So you'll have seen one yesterday on Tuesday, one tomorrow on Thursday, and then there's going to be another on Saturday, and then Monday, and so on and so forth. Every other day. We're also playing through Poppy Playtime on Saturdays. And this is a donation reward Let's Play for Venom. So if you want to know how to donate for a future PS5 Let's Play, go to the channel search, and all in one search, type in June Double Reward Month PS5. It should take you to the correct video that'll let you know everything you need to in regards to how to donate for a future PS5 Let's Play. So, all of that being said, thank you so much, as always, for tuning in. Let me know your thoughts on these episodes down in the comments below. And for now, I'm Connie, and I'm signing off. See y'all next time.